Yo, what's up manga fans, this is Rafael from C Manga and I'm here to give you a review of this week's chapter of Bleach 554 Desperate Lights. And this week's chapter wasn't bad, but I just feel like Kubo's starting to drag things out again. It was halfway through, I was just like, God, this chapter's a bit dry. But when it got towards the end, it started to get interesting, because one of the things I said was, in the last chapter reviews, was this isn't over. Just because the captains have got their Bankais back, the Quincy's aren't out of this. And this chapter pretty much revealed the Quincy's are very prepared for anything. But I'll get to that in a bit. So at the beginning we see Kandu looks like he's defeated and Hitsugai collapses from using these Bankais, so he's pretty much out of the game for a while. We see that the last two Bankais have been returned, so Bambietta has lost her Bankai, or Komomura's Bankai, has gone back to him, and as not, his Bankai that he stole has gone back to Byakuya, but from what we've seen. So that thing I said last time, I wonder if Byakuya got the pill or not. It seems like it's, being done off scene, like I said. I would have liked to have seen him get it back or him fight, as not, but I guess either we'll see that in the future, him fight him, or this is just one of them things, it's just a background thing we're not going to see. Bambietta is a nutcase in this chapter. She has a very weird personality issue, and it's been shown before, like in that chapter when she had sex with one of the Quincy men and then like split him in two after. Like you can tell she has a bipolar nature. It might even be freaking 3 different kind of personalities she has, but she's a nutcase. She wasn't too bothered though that she lost the Bankai. She's screaming, "Oh, you guys are pathetic. Why are you so surprised that the captains have got their Bankais back?" And she's like, "I didn't even know mine was gone until because Komomura wasn't there, obviously, to get it." And it's like she only realized when it was really far away from her. And I was like, one of the things I found so like sadistic about was she blew up a Shinigami's head in the background, and she was just like that kind of attitude, like meh, like she's really a nutcase. And I think I maybe will have a bit more info about why she's so messed up, but we used to see more stuff like that further elaborates on her madness. Is like she thought she was talking to those 4 girls from before who are like her little squad, and she realizes that they're not there, so she's screaming and stuff, blowing up stuff, and she even explodes in rage, and there's like a massive Ryatsu blast. So I'm assuming her letter E probably stands for explosion, because she has a massive rage, and it seems like everything, she just blows everything up. So I'm guessing that's what the E is for. But before she can do any more damage, Komomura arrives, and he's donning a new armor with a helmet. And we haven't seen him like this since the Soul Society days, so it's been a long time seeing him cover his face. And he's like, "Oh, it's a gift." I'm guessing from that big dog in the cave. And also Shinji arrives behind Bambietta, and he talks about, there was this general chat about, "Oh, we're not conventional heroes," because she's saying you guys arrived a bit too early. But Shinji doesn't waste any time, and he uses Sakanade, I haven't said that in a while, and basically distorts everything like we know. And Bambi is all distorted and crap, and it's like he obviously taunts her with it, and he even said he's trained and improved it to the point that whatever he's saying is in reverse as well, which was a weakness when he told Aizen before, how he's his Zanpakuto works, the power for it, and Aizen countered it straight away. But yeah, it seems like he's improved on it and made it that anything that's said from it is in reverse as well, so she can't understand or try and take advantage of that. So that was sick to see. But most of this chapter we see Juha, Bush and Uryu talking, like saying, "Didn't you predict this?" And he's like, "Yeah, I had predicted this." And just we see now, after Shinji's done all his crap, the Sakanade, the Quincy's Vollständig, if I said that correctly, has activated, and yeah, it's a massive explosion, and we see the whole symbol at the top of it of light, and he's Yu Habash was saying, oh yeah, you know, it was expected for the Bankais to be retrieved, but you know, the Stone Ritters seem happy about it, and it's like they're all like shining and stuff, and then this happens and the Vollständig is activated, and yeah, it looks like, you know, trouble's about to start. Even Bianpiet saying, oh, you're gonna regret taking the Bankais back, because that's what was restricting us from using our true power. Now that it's back, you know, you're screwed. All the happy days are over with. So I don't understand the point of them stealing the Bankai if it makes them technically weaker by them restricting them from using their Vollständig, but you know, I guess it's just shonen logic, and it's not meant to make sense. It's just a plot move, but it's so weird. It's like, why would you take a power so you can't use your full power, and then, you know, you eventually lose it and use it now? So, but whatever, it moves the story along, and it's, you know, it's obviously to create the fight we're gonna see now. It ends with us seeing that 7 more are activated, so I'm guessing we might see Kandu actually isn't dead and he was just frozen temporarily, and he's probably going to fight Ichigo again, and you know, whoever else is there from the Stone Ritters. So yeah, Soul Society's in trouble, because we've seen what the Vollständig is like from in the Heikomundo arc when Adon was absorbed, things like that. So we know how powerful it is, and the Shinigami is like basically a freaking food fountain for these guys, and the whole Soul Society is as well. Everything's made of Ryatsu. They're going to be a lot of trouble. But this is when I started to get really happy as well. At the end, we see Urahara and Captain Kurisuchi discussing, saying, "Ooh, there's a bit of trouble," and they get a phone call, and Ichigo calls, and even Urahara is shocked, and you rarely see him shocked. So I'm wondering what he's calling about. Is it to say he's finished? Maybe something happened to Byakuya. Who knows? I'm hoping he's finished and he's coming back, but we know that that's not going to be for a while. It's probably going to be like, we see him, he said blah blah blah, whatever, I'm finished, and then it will be a good while before he arrives, you know, after the captains have got their asses handed to. Maybe a few deaths here and there from some of the main captains and vice captains, stuff like that. Then they'll arrive, you know, with Rukia, Byakuya and Renji, and they're hopefully all powered up. So yeah, as I said, this chapter was a bit slow at the beginning, but it started to speed up at the end. That's when I started to get interested in seeing the Vollständig and stuff like that. But other than that, yeah, it was, you know, straightforward, typical Bleach speed, and like, it was fast chapter but slow pace in the story. So yeah, as I said, it was an interesting chapter. I can't wait to see what happens next time. Hopefully we see Ichigo has finished his training, and we can see if he's mastered how to use, you know, his 2 Sanpakutos, hopefully a new technique that isn't Getsuga Tensha, and anything else. I just want to see some other characters, because I'm starting to get bored seeing the same old Quincy's and Shinigami. Want to see some new faces again. So anyway, yeah, that was it for this week's chapter. If you enjoyed it, you have any predictions, anything else, leave them in the comment box below. Leave us a like, because it helps us out and we really appreciate it. And also subscribe for more content in the channel, because we're currently doing reviews of the new Hajime no Ippo Rising anime, and if you missed last week's chapter review of Bleach, check it out on our channel in the top right, and I'll speak to you guys next time.